Hello students, now we are going to discuss about electronic configuration. What is mean by electronic configuration? Means the distribution of electrons into different shells, subshells, orbitals is called electronic configuration. Once again, what is mean by electronic configuration? Means the distribution of electrons into shells, subshells and orbitals is called electronic configuration. How we can write the electronic configuration means, see, first one, take an atom. Okay, this is, imagine an atom. Every atom has nucleus at the center. It has main shells around the nucleus are present. Okay, like this, shells are present around the nucleus. This shells are indicated with 1, 2, 3, 4 or K, L, M, N. Okay. Here this main shells have subshells inside it. Here first shell or K shell has subshells that are S. It has only one subshell, that is S. Second subshell, that is L. L shell has two subshells that are S, P. Okay, S, P subshells. Third main shell has three subshells that are S, P, D. Okay. Next, fourth subshell has four subshells that are S, P, D, F. Okay, S, P, D, F. Here, this is the structure of an atom. In the structure of an atom, it has main shells and subshells. Here, first one, take one shell. For example, take one element, hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen symbol is H. Here, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. Okay, hydrogen number, atomic number is 1. Write the electronic configuration means, what is the main shell in this atom? Means here, this is the first shell. Here, write the first shell 1. What are the subshells in that main shell or K shell? Means there are S subshell. Okay, 1 S. Here, how many electrons are present in hydrogen? That means here atomic number is 1. Here also, how many electrons and protons are present in an atom? It is always equal to its atomic number. So that's why, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. Here also, one number of hydrogens, that is one electron and one proton is present inside the hydrogen atom. Here also one electron is present. These electrons will be enter into one subshell. Okay, that is one S subshell. This is the electronic configuration of hydrogen. Okay. Next, take electronic configuration of helium. Okay. Here helium atomic number is 2. Okay, that is how many it has electrons? Means it has only 2 electrons. Write the first shell, that is the K shell 1. What is the subshell? Yes. Okay, how many electrons are there? 2 electrons. That is 2 electrons. This is the electronic configuration of helium. Next, lithium. What is the atomic number? 3. Write the electronic configuration. 1 first shell, it has only one subshell. 2, 1s2, you don't write 1s3 because at S subshell or S orbital will give accommodation only 2 electrons. So that's why we write as 1s2. After that, the electron will be entering into next main shell. What is that? 2. Okay, 2. In that, what are the subshell? First one is S subshell again. Here also one S subshell. The electron will enter into S subshell. 1s2, 2s1. How many electrons are there total? In 3 electrons are present. Here also the lithium atom has 3 electrons. So this is the electronic configuration of lithium. Next, take beryllium. Here also, what is the atomic number of beryllium? 4. 1s2, 2s2. That means here also S subshell or S orbital will give maximum 2 electrons. So that's why the next entering electron will be entered into same subshell or same orbital. This is the electronic configuration of beryllium. Next boron. Okay, what is the atomic number? 5. Write the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2. Okay, how many total electrons? 4 electrons. But boron has 5 electrons. That means next entering electron will be enters into 2 next subshell. 2. What is the next subshell? First one is S. S will be completed with 2 electrons. Here 2p. How many electrons are there? 1 electron is there. So you can write 1s2 2s2 2p1. Okay, this is the electronic configuration of boron. Next take carbon. What is the atomic number? 6. Write the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p2. 2p2. 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 electrons. Okay, this is the electronic configuration of carbon. Next like this you can write the electronic configuration of an atom. Okay, now dear students, we are going to discuss about octet rule. Very important for 2 marks. Remember it. What is mean by octet rule? Octet rule means every atom always tries to get 8 electrons in their outermost shell. By gaining, by losing, by sharing, it will get 8 electrons in their outermost shell is called octet rule. Okay, octet rule. Once again, every element always tries to get 8 electrons in their outermost shell. By gaining, by losing, by sharing is called octet rule. For example, take first A group elements. Okay, take first A group elements. What are the first A group elements? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. These are the first A group elements. Here first A group elements have 1 electron in their outermost shell. H plus, lithium, H plus, sodium, N plus, K plus. Okay, like this we can write. Why we are writing here H plus means it will have in their outermost shell 1 electrons. Here for example, take hydrogen. Okay, this is an hydrogen atom internal structure. It has 1 valency shell. In this valency shell it has 1 electron. Okay, it has 1 electron. Here in these electrons it always tries to get a stable electronic configuration or noble electronic configuration, noble gases electronic configuration, because it will try to get a stability. So that's why here only 1 electron is present in hydrogen. Here it always this hydrogen it will gain 1 electron. It will gain 1 electron and it will get helium noble gas electronic configuration, that is 1s2. Okay, that is 1s2 stable electronic configuration. Here takes next lithium. Lithium it has how many electrons in the outermost shell? It has first shell will be filled with only 2 electrons. Here 1 electron is present in the outermost shell. This is called innermost shell. This is called outermost or valency shell. Here only 1 electron is present. Here also lithium lose 1 electron from their outermost shell. So lithium lose 1 electron from their outermost shell and it will be converted as H plus. Okay, when it will lose 1 electron from their outermost shell, it will also get a helium stable electronic configuration. Before that, here the hydrogen is when it gain 1 electron from their outermost shell, from it will get 1 electron, it will converted into H minus. Okay, when it loss, it will be assigned as plus symbol. Okay, when it will be gain 1 electron, it will be when loss 1 electron, it will be assigned with plus symbol. Okay, here sodium also. Okay, how many electrons in the outermost shell? Sodium has in first shell 2 electrons. In second shell, how many maximum electrons are present in second shell? 8 electrons are present. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons are present. Here next third shell only one single electron is present. Okay, that means here it will also to get stability it lost one electron from their outermost shell. So when it lost one electron from their outermost shell, it will be converted into Na plus. That means it will get a stable electronic configuration of neon. Okay, neon. Here also like this all potassium also. Here what is the atomic number of potassium? 19. Here in its outermost shell it has only how many electrons? It will be lost one electrons from their outermost shell. It will be get the argon stable gas, argon stable electronic configuration. Okay, here second A group elements. Okay, take second A group elements. What are they? Second A group elements. What are they? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Okay, these are the second A group elements. In this second A group elements, when we write the electronic configuration, for example, take valency shells. Okay, here beryllium, what is the atomic number? Beryllium 4. In its outermost shell, it has 2 electrons. Okay, 2 electrons. So that's why it will try to get 8 electrons, or it will get a stable electronic configuration of helium. So that's why it will lose 2 electrons from their outermost shell, and it will get helium stable electronic configuration. Next magnesium. Okay, magnesium. Here magnesium also, how many its electrons are present in outermost shell? Means only 2 electrons are present in their outermost shell. Okay, so here also this lost 2 electrons from their outermost shell, and it will be get the stable electronic configuration of neon. Okay, first A group elements lose 1 electron from their outermost shell, and second A group elements lose 2 electrons from their outermost shell, and they will get the stable electronic configuration of elements. Okay, next third A group elements. Okay, third A group elements, what are they? Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Okay, thallium, these are the third A group elements. Here in this, what is the atomic number of boron? 5. Okay, what is the atomic number of boron? 5. When we write the here boron lost 2 electrons from their outermost shell, and it will get a stable electronic configuration of neon. Okay, here also aluminum lost 3 electrons from their outermost, and it will try to get 8 electrons in their valency shell. Okay, here when an atom lost the electrons from their valency shell, we must assign it by using the plus symbol. Here also first group elements lost 1 electron from their outermost shell, and second A group elements lost 2 electrons from their outermost shell, and third A group elements will lose 4 electrons from their outermost shell. Here next fourth A group elements. Okay, fourth A group elements, what are they? Carbon, silicon, gallium, germanium, tin, lead. Okay, these are the fourth A group elements. Here carbon, it has in its outermost shell 4 electrons. So that's why before that whatever we observe, first A group element, second A group element, third A group element, it will be they lose 1, 2, 3 electrons from their outermost shell respectively, because it is difficult to gain 8 electrons instead of losing 1, 2, 3 electrons from respective their groups. So that's why they easily lost the electrons to get stability. But here the confliction will be started because carbon has 4 electrons in their outermost shell, but to follow the octet rule, it must need 8 electrons in their outermost shell. or is it lose or gain 4 electrons from their outermost shell means it is very difficult. It do not lose the 4 electrons or do not gain the 4 electrons. It will sharing the 4 electrons from their outermost shell. It will follow the octet rule. Carbon is called as king of elements. By sharing 4 electrons from their outermost shell, it will form a large compounds in the chemistry. So that's why carbon is called as king of elements. Very, very important. Remember this point, dear students. Okay. These are the 4th A group elements. Next, 5th A group elements. 5th A group elements. What are the 5th A group elements? Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Okay. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These are the called 5th A group elements in the periodic table. If this 5th A group elements have in their outermost shell 5 electrons, to follow the octet rule, it must need 3 electrons. 5th A group elements need 3 electrons to follow the octet rule. So that's why all 5th A group elements will gain 3 electrons. Will gain 3 electrons from their will they gain 3 electrons, it will be converted as -3, phosphorus -3. Okay, it will get minus charge. When electrons will be gained an atom, it will get negative charge, and how many electrons are it will be gaining, based on that we can write the number. Okay, these are the 5th A group elements. Next, 6th A group elements. 6th A group elements. What are the 6th A group elements? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Okay, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. These are the 6th A group elements which are also called as chalcogens in the periodic table. Here 5th A group elements have 6 electrons in their outermost shell. So 6 electrons in their outermost shell. So to follow the octet rule, here also this it need 6th A group elements need 2 electrons to their outermost shell to follow the octet rule. It is easy to catch the 2 electrons instead of losing 8 electrons from their outermost shell. So that's why 6th A group elements all gain 2 electrons and follow the octet rule. So that's why we write the oxygen -2, sulfur -2, selenium, tellurium -2, polonium -2, like that. Okay. Next, 7th A group elements. 7th A group elements, that are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. 7th A group elements are called halogens. Okay, once again, 7th A group elements in the periodic table are called halogens. What are they? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. In this 7th A group elements are halogens. In their valency shell, it has 7 electrons. Okay, it has 7 electrons in their outermost shell. For example, write the valency shells here. Imagine this is an fluorine atom. It has 2 electrons in first shell and remaining 7 electrons in outermost shell or valency shell. Here 7 electrons are present in outermost shell. Here also fluorine or remaining all 7th A group elements try to get octet rule. It will gain 1 electron from to follow the octet rule. So that's why fluorine get minus charge or negative charge on it. Chlorine also, bromine, iodine get negative charge on it. It will follow the octet rule. Okay. Next, 8th A group elements. 8th A group elements, what are they? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay, here helium has in its outermost shell 2 electrons. Okay, in its it has only one shell around the nucleus. It has 2 electrons in their shell. So here first shell, what is the subshell? What is the first subshell? That is S subshell. S subshell will give accommodation to the maximum only 2 electrons. Here when we observe the electronic configuration of helium, it has only 2 electrons in that S orbital or S subshell. So that's why it will get a stability. So it don't lose the electrons or gain the electrons. So that's why helium is considered as, or along it is take position along with the noble gases in the periodic table. Here helium, that is stable electronic configuration. Here also neon. Okay, in first shell it will take 2 electrons, in second shell it has 8 electrons in their outermost shell. So it has 8 electrons, so that's why it do not lose the electrons or gain the electrons to follow the octet rule. So here like this, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon also have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. So that's why they do not lose the electrons or gain the electrons to follow the octet rule. So that's why these 8th A group elements or 0 group elements are called noble gases or inert gases. Okay.